Why did the ancient Egyptians use tiny pictures to write? Birds, eyes, snakes, ankhs, each symbol told a story, but only the elite could read them. Over the next few minutes, we'll uncover why hieroglyphs weren't just writing, they were sacred, secret, and powerful. The word hieroglyph comes from Greek for sacred carving. To the Egyptians, they weren't just letters, they were language of the divine. Over 700 symbols made up the system. Some stood for sounds, others for full words, others just added meaning. It was part of art, part language, and part spell. You didn't just write hieroglyphs, you activated them. Not everyone could read or write hieroglyphs. In fact, most Egyptians couldn't. Only scribes, highly trained elite scholars, were trusted with the skill. It took years of training, and it wasn't just about knowing symbols. It was about understanding context, order, and sacred rules. Writing wasn't casual, it was ritual. When a scribe wrote a pharaoh's name inside a cartouche, it was meant to internally preserve their soul. So how did they write? With reed pens dipped in black or red ink, scribes wrote on papyrus, an early form of paper made from reeds. Walls of temples and tombs were carved with chiseled hieroglyphs, then painted into bright pigments. Colors mattered. Red meant power, green meant rebirth, gold, that was reserved for the gods. Every symbol, every hue, every placement, intentional. For centuries, hieroglyphs were lost. After Egypt fell to the Greeks and the Romans, the knowledge faded. By the 4th century AD, no one alive could read them. For 1400 years, the language of Egypt went silent, until Jean-Francois Champollion cracked the code using the Rosetta Stone in 1822. Suddenly, ancient voices spoke again. Tombs, temples, scrolls all opened up. Hieroglyphs weren't just writing. They were art, magic, and memory. A sacred script carved into eternity. Don't forget to drop a comment below. If you could invent a symbol to represent yourself, what would it be? And I'll see you in the next one.